Hi.
Oh,
Hey!
hello.
Hi.
Dagan, do you have a third leg?
Depends on if I'm wearing clothes or not.
So you have a
No,
creepy mutation
I-
when you take your pants off.
Yes. No. I'm not that well endowed. I'm sorry. I'm
You're a
sorry to
toy
let. I'm
from
sorry
the
to let everybody know that I am not. I don't have to like sling my dick over my shoulder when I walk around. to
No, we
avoid it
need to know if
dragging
you
on
have
the
like an
floor.
actual third leg that you can walk with and kick with.
No one's talking about a dick here, Dagmar.
Yeah, Dagan, you took this.
We're
way
talking
too
about an
far.
actual third leg. What the?
I mean,
Jesus
look
fucking
at who
Jesus
you're talking
Christ,
to.
dude.
Look at who you're
What
talking
is-
to. You can't even
Are we
I thought it
pretend
was
to
a
be surprised.
family-friendly channel.
Are
What
you
the
saying
hell?
this shit live? What the fuck?
Yeah, we've gone down the rabbit hole a little bit. So,
Calm down there, Alice.
well, you know how much I like digging into. Never mind.
Oh my
So we're
God.
gonna we're going to introduce our characters. We're gonna start from the top and go down. We know how much this shipwreck likes being on top. So, Crystal, why don't you introduce us to your character?
I'm Crystal. I'm a wood elf. I do nature things. I throw giant spiders at people, and I turn into cats and giant crocodiles. Oh, and I
Yes.
summon killer goats.
Yes, the goats. That's like my favorite part. It's so random.
Yeah, that vampire would have been fucked if you had done that.
Actually, maybe. All right. How about you, Ophala? Who are you?
My character is Ophala. She is a tiefling bard, and she does a lot of crowd control stuff. She's kind of a support character more than anything. You know, if you need a lock opening, she's there. If you need something to laugh to death, she's there. If you need something memorized, she's there.
If you need someone
Need
to fuck,
inspiration.
she's there.
She's there.
Wow. says the character who got himself a new girlfriend last episode.
Says the character who what?
Got a new girlfriend last episode. We know what's happening with Luffy.
No, listen. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, Flick, why don't you introduce us to yourself?
Flick is a mighty paladin that worships the dragon god Bahamut, who is directly opposed to the three of the five heads. Bahamut doesn't like of Tiamat. The other two are okay.
Really? This is news to me. We're gonna delve
Mhm.
into that in a moment.
Oh shit, I was supposed to fill out that character sheet, wasn't I?
Meowthy, who are you?
Meowthy is a dwarven cleric who is just trying to keep everybody alive and not to fight anymore. So please stop fighting.
Stop fighting, everyone!
Every single week,
Like-
Mom and Daddy start
Like
fighting.
in general, or
Yeah,
no?
we're gonna have a pacifist campaign from this point forward.
Ooh, that would be cool.
It would be interesting. I mean, it's totally doable. Like DnD definitely supports that, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes conflict is unavoidable. It's avoidable in most situations, but
Oh,
not
with this
all.
group, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Razamar is going down with a card game. We're gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh against each other.
Oh my god.
Vanish into the Shadow Realm.
Yes.
That might work.
I want to make a snarky remark about Ophala and violence, but I feel like we've been picking on her way too much lately. So,
We've been picking on May for a while now, so
are we picking on May now? I thought we were picking on Ophala.
no, we were picking on May earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not right, May. You can have all the hugs. All the hugs.
It's alright. I'm gonna join the Dragon Cult instead.
You're like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
The dragon cultists are way nicer to me.
They may slash me, but at least they do it with sincerity.
Oh, I love it. All right, guys. I need to roll my super secret die to determine who's going to give us a recap of last week. You have to
Next
see
week.
into the future and tell me what happens next week. No, who out of the four of you remembers what happened last week? Wasn't that long ago, was it? The week kind of flew by, didn't it?
Yeah, we actually got to play 2 weeks in a row. Holy shit.
I know. Yeah, it seems like it's been a long time since that happened.
It's almost like holidays were happening or something.
Yeah, it's weird. So, speaking of Ophala, The die landed on Ophala. So, from Ophala's perspective, what happened last time?
Well, from what I remember, we escaped from the mansion place, and we kind of like, after our long rest, said goodbye to Lefia and his new girlfriend, who we left, and and they were going to recover in the woods together, and then apparently make their way to some town, and I don't think that ever happened, you know. From there, we went to, is it Panast?
Parnast.
Panast.
Parnasty.
That's Lefia's name.
So I like how you're talking shit about the DM's ex character now.
But yeah, we went to Panast, and our little dwarven friend had a word with the wheelwright and got some rope, and then we went to the Flying Castle. During our time in the Flying Castle, things just went completely wrong.
Just for clarity for everyone, the castle wasn't flying initially, right? It was docked at this town, right? Yeah.
Still probably floating.
It may have been. It may have been.
But yeah, when we entered the castle, things just went from bad to worse. We went into the barracks. We talked to some people. They wasn't exactly helpful, and we started exploring this castle, and we came across a locked door, and we heard somebody inside, and I knocked on it, and I said that I was here to deliver room service, and it turns out that the person I was delivering room service to was actually the person we're hunting. She wasn't happy, or he wasn't happy. I don't remember that she. Yeah. So we decided we'd leave it and look for a way to kind of obliterate the castle and come back. We ended up wandering into a room filled with wyverns, and we was getting our ass kicked by them before these two. Well, this one storm giant came in and like shooed them back into the pens, while the other one kind of like shaked his finger and gave us like a tutting noise, like, you shouldn't have done that. So we went to the barracks again to heal, and Crystal was found in bed with a cultist at one point. I remember that.
That was so good.
It was an accident. Okay.
I'm just imagining like Crystal, like she's still out of it, right? Like the creature is still in her head, you know, and she's just like kind of like you know, and then she like crawls into bed and she doesn't even realize that she's like snuggling up with the cultist.
And from there, we decided we'd go and explore some more. However, the cultist warned us about something happening at night and we should stay in the barracks. And being the complete geniuses that we are, we decided to ignore this advice.
That happened before you guys found the creature. That's true, yeah. Sorry, I tried to give you an excuse, Crystal, but you just crawled into bed with a cultist. So.
It was an accident.
Sure. So we went outside, and it was so dark we couldn't see. And our paladin managed to do something with his weapon and biting it up. And we came across this woman who was like teleporting around and like biting people. And then at one point, Crystal just completely went crazy and started walking towards it. Like, what the fuck? So I managed to... After Meowfie restrained her, I managed to like suppress this will of going towards this creature, and we did a little retreat after Flick feared it away. So after going back inside, we thought, oh, thank God, this is over. We've managed to survive. For then Crystal to want to go exactly back outside into the courtyard. So we quickly suppressed it again, and then we kinkily chained her to Flick.
Kinkily? Is that a word? If it's not a word, it is now.
just so that she wouldn't like wander off, you know. And then our little dwarven friend was really mad and like kicked the chair out from underneath the cultist, who didn't give us the full warning, and he like stormed out. And then we kind of like used Crystal as a sniffer dog to find this vampire. And afterwards, Meowth just like banished it to a different dimension. It said he literally sent it to the Shadow Realm, and we just quickly fled back inside.
You know what's going to be really funny, though, is that since this is a moving castle, right? It disappeared here, and then the moving castle kept on going. So in a minute, when it comes back, the vampire's just going to plop, and they go, ah!
That is a good point, DM. Does that happen?
We'll address that in a moment. But first of all, I'm curious, Fusion, I don't recall, did you actually specify which plane that you banished her to?
I don't believe I do specify which plane. If she is from another plane, she does go to that plane. And let me double check here.
It would be amazing if you sent her to the sun plane.
So
That's what I'm thinking. Is it native to this plane of existence?
yes.
Okay, then it goes to a harmless demiplane.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was sunny at that harmless demiplane.
So the way that works, by the way, is she will teleport back to exactly where she was originally banished from. I mean, yes, and it's like I think it's 10 minutes that you banish. For?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, so she either probably like manifested like inside like one of the outer walls or manifested into midair. Will that be her demise? Well, I guess only time will tell.
Well, it depends. Did you give us any XP? That's how we know if it's dead or not.
I haven't tallied your XP yet, but no, you didn't get any XP for that. So sorry. No metagaming.
I didn't meta game. No, even better. It's the vampire got teleported onto Destiny Island, and that's the end of Kingdom Hearts. It eviscerated Sora and
So I have
crew.
a question. Since we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, if we metagame, does that mean we're like meta knights?
Oh my god.
Only if we fight.
I'm disappointed.
Only if we can all fight Kirby at the same time.
And I liked your train of thought, Azuba, but I think that it got banished to Disney Castle and eviscerated everyone at Disney Castle in Kingdom Hearts. So Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, they're all dead. It's just like blood and gore everywhere.
No.
So
And Kyrie,
when you
absolutely Kyrie.
No!
Because she's not allowed to have any character development.
So when Sora, and I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts 3, by the way, so I'm not spoiling anything here. So in Kingdom Hearts 3, when Sora revisits the castle and Mickey's castle, Sora just walks in and there's just like blood and guts like dripping down the walls, but the happy, cheerful music is still playing.
Kingdom Hearts has that crossover with Silent Hill no one saw coming.
Yes.
Anyways, we weren't done. We interrupted May. So, sorry.
We did. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, May. Rude.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm used to being forgotten.
No.
No.
May's gonna turn on us and kill us all.
Yes. So basically, after that, we kind of had a long rest after the compulsion was broken on Shipwreck, and we decided to start exploring again. But with my amazing dark vision, I noticed this like little passageway that we went in, and as we entered, we was exploring the different cave parts, and we came across a dragon who demanded a tribute. And in an amusing twist, the Dragonstone gems that we kind of, well, I ripped out of a tapestry. We kind of offered that as tribute to this dragon, and he doesn't even know that we paid him in his own gems.
Yes, it's beautiful.
And then we started walking away, and that was pretty much where we got to.
That was an excellent recollection, May. Kudos. You were actually paying attention last session.
Are you trying to say I don't pay attention?
No. Actually, if anyone pays attention, it's you. You do have an attention to detail. I'll give you that.
Huh?
Saying we don't pay attention?
Well, no, I'm
feeling
kidding.
American
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
First the Kyrie comments and now this. My heart's broken today.
No.
I don't even know if I can do this.
You're
Kyrie
about
and
to be
Sora
heartless.
will never be together.
Oh my god.
Can I bank a Kai? He's wanting me to try him.
You learn to live peacefully together. So I want to revisit what Flick mentioned earlier about only having a problem with 3 out of the 5 heads of Tiamat.
Yes, that was a joke.
Okay. Now I'm really concerned about what the joke was in regards to.
Wait.
Tiamat has 5 heads, right?
Yes.
So the joke
That's a lot
is
of
that, you know, 2 of them are okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
It's
that
a
was
numbers. God.
good. Okay. So you're mostly against Tiamat, but you're okay with the other portions of Tiamat, just a couple of them, you know.
There.
You know what? I'm special. It's okay. I've already come to terms with this.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Okay. That's good. All right. So yeah, you guys just gave your tribute to this huge, enormous white dragon that was clutching to the ceiling, like wrapped around an ice stalactite. And you guys are walking back. So what's going on? You guys, like, are you guys just like? I want to know like what your guys' demeanor is right now. Are you guys like tiptoeing? Are you like guys just like being really quiet? Like what's going on?
I'm naturally quiet with my boots.
It's true.
God, why don't you marry those boots?
No. I'm just gonna kind of just casually walk away.
Right. So there are the stairs there. If you go out the way you came, that goes back to the lower courtyard. That's the area that you've already been.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another tunnel that you haven't explored yet. So.
Let's go down the other tunnel.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Maybe we'll find the Ninja Turtles.
Wow. That's a thing.
Are the stairs actually like the spiral staircase?
It's a spiral staircase, and it's like a mixture
It's
of.
not fun to walk up drunk.
It's like carved out of ice. It looks like it was I forget what you call them. It's like one of those cavern columns where a stalactite meets a stalagmite, and it was like carved out of those.
So there's no way, like, I can't see up, I can't see anything around the corner.
I mean, you could like maybe go like most of the way up and peer around the corner and see what you see. You know?
Yeah, I'd like to do that as we're walking by it. I mean, is it far up? Can I do that and not like leave everybody behind?
It is. It's pretty far up. It's about a 50-foot climb up.
Then no, I'll just follow.
Okay. I don't have anything pulled up right now, so let me do this, you guys. All right. Okay. Yeah. So So same thing. You know, the walls of these tunnels are made out of ice. It looks like it's been like cut through the ice. But there's actually things like you can still see trapped inside the ice. Like there's.
Are we not in a castle, but we're in an igloo?
the castle is made out of ice. The entire thing.
Are we in Canada then?
Are you?
Wait, what? No.
We're at Dalek's house. We're at Dalek's house.
I knew it. Only he would have a vampire, you know?
Yeah. You know. All right. So there's like treasure like stuck in the ice in the walls. There's like a goblin arm hanging out of the ice where like the arm is like rotted away and the rest of it is like preserved perfectly inside the ice.
I want to shake the dead hand.
Okay, so it's like a skeletal hand. And wait, you're gonna literally just go up to it and shake it?
It's gonna break.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Because it's icky.
Very icky. It's dead and decaying. We're gonna see what fun medieval disease Ophala ends up with today. Okay, all right. I'm gonna remember that. All right. Anyway, carry on.
+2 to that.
Plague.
+2 to that. Oh man, it's almost a natural 20. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You guys can continue. Yeah, there's not like it's just that's what you see pretty much the whole way down, just stuff trapped in the ice. And you are going down. This whole tunnel here is about a 40-foot descent.
All right, let's go. Sugar, we're going down swinging.
Wow.
I'm on a roll today.
You are.
But I'm also going to run away for a second.
Yeah, no problem. I'll move your character for you. All right, so yeah, it's there's like a little bit of a drop off. It's like maybe a 5-foot drop, and there's another tunnel there.
All right, I'll climb down.
We have to turn back. This
So-
is insurmountable for me.
I'll catch you.
All right, fine.
So to your right, you see a very sharp descent, very sharp and abrupt descent. And then to your left, there's a more gentle slope.
Let's go with the gentle slope.
What's it sound like in here?
Yeah, it's very quiet, very, very eerily quiet even. And it's a lot colder down here than it is up above. It's something akin to being in like a full blast freezer.
Okay. So, like, if we're talking, our voices aren't echoing down the hall.
Probably, but like we're not the walls aren't smooth, right? They're jagged walls, and so the sound probably wouldn't carry that far. Like it'd carry a little bit, but not like you're not alerting like everything in these tunnels that you're there. The sound isn't gonna travel that far
Okay.
Yet.
yet.
So, gentle slope to the west, steep slope to the east.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, which direction?
It looks like Flick is going the gentle route.
Okay.
Got a little bit more of a drop. The both tunnels, it looks like, go down about 30 feet. You actually see a little bit of light at the end of these tunnels.
All right.
Oh, no, we're
From going forward, I'm going to try to sneak
Okay.
as we get closer to the light source.
Okay, and it's it's like a bluish light. It looks like more like sunlight than it does like torch light.
Okay.
Oh, Shep, you're back. I'm sorry. I've been moving your token for you.
Oh, no, it's fine. I literally just got back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Right. So here you have a huge platform of ice. The light that you were seeing was coming down from a hole in the ceiling, where sunlight is blasting through. And it's kind of reflecting all over the blue ice and kind of lighting this whole thing, right? And yeah, you can see beyond the platform, there's a drop, and you see the treasure. And I think, like, I don't know if you see like the full dragon like you did before. You're not that close, but you see like maybe it's just like its tail curl around a stalactite as it like moves out of view.
I'll just turn around to the others like, we should go back the other way.
Why? What's up there?
Remember the dragon?
Vaguely.
Okay, well, it'll be less vague if you look that way.
I immediately turn about face and just go.
Yalti's like, nope.
Lift me up.
I'll lift him up.
All right. So, yep. You guys pretty much have free reign of this place. You can explore as much as you want, and I'll just tell you what you're seeing if you see anything different along the way.
Nope.
All right.
I know where that leads.
Looking at this steep descent, am I going to be able to walk back up it? Okay.
Actually, all of you, I think, are probably going to have to make an athletics check for me to get back up. Or you can spend a certain amount of time getting back up without an athletics check.
What if we tie a rope to
By the way, you
something
do
and then,
see
like-
more sunlight coming out this direction here.
Wow, if only someone had bought some rope. Oh, wait!
There you go. Yeah,
That's why I mentioned it.
if you tie the rope to something, you
My God, you've saved the adventure.
Rope has to be like the best utility item in the entire game. Like, you gotta admit, it has a lot of uses.
Any more goblin arms I can tie the rope to or anything like that?
You wouldn't. That doesn't look very sturdy anyway. You wouldn't want to do that.
Okay.
Maybe Flick could stay up here and just hold it. He's pretty sturdy.
I'll hold everybody down.
All right.
If you guys want to explore.
And I'll give him the rope and take it on down here.
So, yeah, you like rappel yourself down. There's like a 50-foot descent. And then when you get close to the bottom, you see it open, and you are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet in the air, and all you see down below you is snow and ice and rock and like pine trees, but the pine trees look super duper duper small. And you see like wisps of clouds move by as you peer out through the hole.
Cut the rope.
The fuck?
Oh no! Oh my god, that's so messed up.
Rude.
No, about that alignment change.
I climb back up,
Okay.
give the 2 tugs to get it pulled back up, and get the fuck out of there. Hey
Oh,
guys,
so that's interesting. Are you pulling yourself up, or is Flick like doing all the work for you? Because you gave the 2 tugs.
If you gave the tug, I'm going to start pulling them up.
All right.
yeah, I mean it's a joint effort here.
Okay. All right.
It's
If you
simple.
tug it 3 times, remember you're playing with yourself.
Wow.
Thanks for watching, Mom. I really appreciate it.
It's an interesting form of D&D you're familiar with.
We're not doing that kind of role playing, and not at least not in this session anyway.
The safety word is dragon.
That was last week's episode that we did all the naughty things. Okay.
That
By
is
the way,
true.
hey everyone's family, how's everybody doing?
Hey.
Put the ball and gag away, Ophala. We're not doing that this week.
Oh, is it whips this week instead?
I came from a good Christian family, and this is what.
Oh, that means you're going to do it, deny it, and then...
All
Regress
right,
it.
enough of that. Anyway,
That's pretty much, yeah.
All right.
All right, so what's our choices here?
Well, we could tie up some of the guards and throw them down this chute.
Also,
Or-
don't pay attention to the shape of that tunnel.
or does something look like a penis?
Everything looks like a penis to you.
If you look hard enough.
All right. Or we could figure out what's making the castle float.
Who just drew a urethra on the map? Who just drew the urethra on the map? I want to know.
It
who was
seriously wasn't me, because I'm busy eating my pancakes.
It was the cat. It's always the cat.
I'm clearing the drawings, but kudos, that was hilarious. Whoever did
It had
that.
to
I don't. Oh, I see it.
I just deleted it. All right,
Actually,
sorry.
it disappeared from me.
I deleted it. Anyway, we can't be drawing dicks on Twitch, okay?
Yeah, that's what movie night's for.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Flick. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Or we could figure out how to get this thing to crash. Or we could, well, I didn't see any, subjugated people here. So it's not like we can get the lizard folk to come back. Any ideas?
I mean, we can continue to look around. We've still got that staircase to go up and such, I guess.
Okay. All right. We got this staircase that just goes up, correct? Not down?
Yes, it does just go up. That
All
is
right.
correct.
I'm going up.
All right, so it's a 50-foot ascent. My bad. Ascent up these icy steps. It's actually remarkable because the steps themselves are made of ice, but there's like a lot of traction, probably magically induced. And the steps themselves have been carved out of the ice formations in the cavern. So let's see. Let me pull up the map for you guys. Oh, I should probably like copy your tokens and shit too. That'd probably be helpful.
No, just bring up the map. We'll figure out where to go from there.
It'll
Where are
be
you?
a lot.
I'm over here.
I need to cluster you guys together.
Was there
I just
anything
want
on-
to make sure we're not anywhere near nighttime, right?
You are not anywhere near nighttime. I would say, well, let's see. It's probably like still mid-morning, really, because you guys haven't done much since you woke up. You basically just like went through the tunnels and saw the dragon, and that's pretty much it so far, right?
Flick, did you see anything on that platform?
Well, I saw the dragon.
Well,
I figured we probably didn't want to upset him today.
Maybe tomorrow.
I'm up.
Suddenly,
Suddenly the
You're
castle
all 10.
explodes.
suddenly the castle moves, but we're not there, and we're back in the manor.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Now, hang on. If we crash the castle, would we get XP for every individual on the castle when we crashed it?
Oh man,
There's
that's a good
actually
question.
rules around that, and I'm going to leave that a surprise.
We kind of need a way to also survive the crash.
That is true. I mean, if you think about it, if you're crashing this thing and you're assuming that everybody on it's going to die, that would also include oneself.
I mean, I could turn into something that flies, I think, so...
Yeah, but could you carry 3 people? Especially Flick.
If you let me be a dinosaur pterodactyl, I can.
Remember, Flick is thick. So...
Yeah, a
Hey.
pterodactyl could do the job. He can hold on to my feet. If we drop him, it's
Scale.
fine. He'll survive.
Shit.
I mean, we
Big
do have
scale.
the tiny hut. We do have the tiny hut option.
Well, we jump in the tiny hut. The castle crashes. Does it protect us from outside damage or
Yes,
something?
it does.
What was that? Oh, the hut?
Nothing.
That's stupid enough. It might work.
I'm really excited to see what solutions you guys come up with. Because honestly, the ending to this whole module is super tricky, so it's going to be fun. All right, guys. So you guys managed to go up these staircases, and it opens up into a more wide open area. Sunlit. It's actually reminiscent to the lower courtyard, and this is probably the upper courtyard that you could see from down below.
I don't see myself.
You don't see yourself.
I
Really?
see lots of doors.
See lots of... What do you see, Ophala?
Oh, Fala, you're right in the middle. You're right above the dwarf.
Oh, maybe there's
It's, like,
a thing
hidden.
there. How about that?
The dwarf.
There we go. You
Alright.
found me. I found myself in
You
this
found
castle.
yourself, yes. All right.
That's good.
Yeah, there's lots of doors. There's like, so if you look behind you as you're coming out of this opening, there's like a giant mound with like towers and spikes coming out of the mound, and then around you, this whole courtyard is encased in a wall. And there's it looks like there's rooms carved into the ice along the wall.
Rooms or runes?
Rooms as in like, rooms that you habitate.
Okay, rooms to go. Gotcha.
Rooms to go, yes. They got all their furniture at Rooms to Go. It was super fast delivery.
Well, especially if the house comes to you.
This stream brought to you by no.
All right. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna listen in on the door.
So
Do I hear wyverns or anything?
well, you hear something. All right, hold on. I need to bring up the thing here.
Is it locked?
Hold on. Don't go in. I'll give you that. Do not go in.
Well, now I have to go in.
Right. So you actually hear a lot of like it's a very distinct sound. It's like squabbling and like squawking and like screeching, but there's like actually a language to it. And it is Draconic. But there's so many conversations happening at once that it's kind of difficult to pick out anything. But you do recognize the inhabitants as speaking Draconic. Look.
Okay. Just a general gist. I'm not even like a standard conversation, but does it sound like, say, everyone's eating at lunch?
It doesn't. You don't hear like clanging of dishware or anything like that, but you hear like lots of running around and scuffling, and it sounds like wood banging together, like maybe like chests opening and closing or that sort of thing.
Okay. Let me see something. Are there any windows?
And
No.
just as you're probably like moving away from the door and looking around, this guy comes out here and looks up at surprise at the four of you and kind of cocks his head to the side.
Hello. I'll talk to him in Draconic.
Okay. Hello.
Good work.
No, yes. I know. Now, excuse me, I'm very busy today.
All right. Bye.
And he skedaddles on over to...
Which door does he go into?
He goes over somewhere in this direction.
Okay. Just look. That's probably where they open up all the treasure chests.
Treasure?
Foul peeks up. Treasure? What? I'm awake suddenly. It sounds like there's probably a bunch of kobolds in there, and they're unloading the treasure chests. Or at least that's my assumption.
We might find something useful.
Maybe. I don't know. Do we want to go inside? Door seems to be unlocked.
I mean, we can go in and at least see what we're dealing with. If we don't like it, we can just say, "Good job, everybody," and walk out.
Pretty much. I'll teach everybody how to say "good job" in Draconic, so they can repeat it.
Nice. All right, I like it. All right, yeah.
We going in?
Sure.
Okay. Oh wow.
So, you enter the room, Flick, and I guess the rest of you might be entering as well.
I was thinking about staying outside.
All right.
I'll go in.
Yeah. No, whatever you want to do.
I'll go in.
So you see roughly 20 kobolds, maybe. Some are trying to sleep in their beds, even though there's like chaos and noise everywhere around them. The others are like getting dressed, opening up chests, and you see like dozens of small piles of like bedding and fur and clothes.
Where do they poop?
Probably not in here. At least it doesn't smell like they poop in here.
Oh no, is that what that shaft was?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So they're just kind of going around. They glance over at you all as you walk in, but they don't. They get you. Some of them give you kind of like weird looks, and then they just kind of continue about their business.
Okay. I'm leaving. There's no need to murderize them. Unless we have to.
I mean,
I
everybody-
scream. Wait, I scream and then I just walk out.
You scream.
Yeah, and I just walk out.
They all stop and they look at you, and then they look at each other, and then they look at you, and then they just go back to what they were doing.
All right. What about this room? What do I
the
hear?
door is unlocked if you want to go inside.
But what do I hear?
Nothing. Complete
All right.
silence.
Go inside.
Yeah. So
Oh, time to loot the room.
so you see a room that has giant-sized furniture in it. There's a desk, a chair for the desk. There's a bed and like a nightstand and all that stuff. The walls along the curve here are all. Oh, can you guys not see? Hold on.
I can see inside.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. You guys couldn't see my pings though. I don't think. You guys see my pings?
Oh, now I can see them.
Okay.
yeah, it's taking a second.
Yeah. The walls along the curve are decorated with like tapestries and paintings with like curved frames. Curiously, the wall at the the flat wall on the far end of the room is not decorated.
Are there any gems in the tapestries?
There are, in fact, no gems in the tapestries, Ophala.
I'll go check out the wall since you said that it was so absent of anything. Go check it. What do I need? Like investigation or something?
No.
Check for-
Tell me how you're checking the wall.
Basically, I'm just lightly pressing down on the wall.
So your palm like barely even touches the wall when the wall just completely vanishes and unveils. You can actually, if you want to step forward to see what you see, you can. It's a big open space. There's like a balcony out here without any railing, and over the balcony is certain demise as you would fall hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet to the ground. So as the wall vanishes, everyone in the room suddenly this really cold, crisp air just like rushes in and like basically like smacks you.
Well, that's very brisk.
Close the
Go
bloody
back
door.
inside. I'll look at the wall. You can come back now.
Yeah, the wall is it doesn't come back. It stays
You okay,
gone.
Flick?
Oh, I'm good. Just that I wasn't expecting that.
Hmm.
I'll look around. Is there like a light switch or something?
Yes, there's a medieval light switch by the door.
Hey,
No.
you never know. Maybe it's like the blinds need to be redrawn or something.
Nope,
Can we burn the room down?
It's ice, so that would be an accomplishment. But
Is there a thermostat? Maybe we need to turn it up.
Oh my god.
There's no thermostat. There's no light switches.
What about
there's nothing.
central heating?
Do they have Wi-Fi?
Yes, what's the castle's Wi-Fi password?
I'm done. See you guys next week.
It's Hal, but Hal is spelled with a 0 and 7 O.
Oh my god.
No. The Wi-Fi password is all hail Tiamat and Bahamut sucks.
God damn it. I gotta use my data plan.
That's right. You can't use that password without being sacrilegious.
Hang on, I'm pretty sure as a cleric I have a tablet somewhere.
You're
I get it.
clerical cleric.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys want to go through the room, go right ahead. But I don't think we're gonna find anything in here. This just seems like a general quarters.
Yeah, I agree.
On your way out of the room,
Mm-hmm.
the wall reappears and turns back into solid ice, and the draft vanishes as you shut the door.
So there was an ice spirit in there.
Mm.
All right.
Is this door unlocked?
It is.
Oh no, I'm on top of Flick.
Well, what's the
Yay,
hang on number for it?
You piggybacking on Flick.
Yay, piggyback.
Yeah, this door is unlocked and this door is unlocked.
I'm gonna waltz right in. Aw, that's another boring bedroom.
Yep, same shit. Same shit, different layout.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Hmm.
I feel offended.
I'm gonna check out this room, while the others are checking it out too. Or okay.
Alright. Yeah, I like how Crystal just waltzes right past you.
I'm just like, we have to be tactical and smart about this. You're like, hey, there's a door. I'm gonna walk right in. Fuck you.
I'm getting annoyed with all these bedrooms.
Yeah, it's just another giant-sized bedroom, probably for giant guests.
Maybe there's Boogeyman under the bed.
Maybe. You look under the bed, and you see something like a giant phallic-shaped object that looks a little bit slimy.
A dildo.
Oh, we found Maze Room.
Wow. Can we tip the dwarf out, please?
Well, Fala goes and like opens the wall of ice and is like,
And
bye!
just throws her. Oh, what happened to Meowthie? Slipped and fell. Cats
Right on
ate his
top of
face.
Point of order, as they go into all these rooms, to myself up outside. I'm not going inside the rooms.
Okay, alright.
Just casual leaning against the wall, picking my teeth.
Are you inquiring about what's in the rooms when they come out, or are you just like not giving a shit?
If they tell me, that's fine, but otherwise I'm just watching to make sure that no vampires come.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
So so over here, Flick, you see another tunnel dug into this giant mound of ice that descends downward. It's an ice tunnel of some sort.
This is probably the shithole.
It doesn't appear to be a shithole. It just looks like a tunnel of some sort.
Wow, that's a huge ice hole.
Over here, we have stairs that would get you up along to the top of the walls that enclose the courtyard.
Do we want to go up there, or do we want to check out the rest of this level?
Let's continue to look
Let's
around.
check this out first, then go up.
Okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
over here, Flick, you see a very small and narrow slit in the ice that's just big enough for you, and most likely, if you can pass through, the rest of the party to be able to pass through.
I mean, here?
Like right here. Right here, there's like a
Oh.
crack in the ice.
Hmm.
Don't go in there, though.
What do you mean, don't go in?
Yeah, so
Don't go in there?
on the map, don't put your token in there because the lighting is not set up for that. I don't think.
Oh.
Oh, actually, it is. I can. If you got, do you want to go into the tunnel? I can.
I'm gonna
kind of
go
guide
into
you.
the creepy
Yeah,
tunnel that
hold
might
on.
lead to our death.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna reveal this for you. I'll move your tokens.
Okay.
Just a tip.
Whoops.
Ah!
Sorry. That and that and
Dun,
that.
dun, dun, dun,
that.
dun, dun.
I'll make it so you all can see this stuff. Like how Crystal just jumps. So yeah, as you come to the end of this thing here, the tunnel, like right here, I think it actually opens up to the sky, and there's like sunlight coming down, and then it looks like there's a tower right over here that like shoots up into the sky, but it seems to be in like kind of disrepair. The tower itself is about 100 feet high. The ancient tower seems to be crumbling. The windows have been sealed shut with ice, and cracks have formed in the walls and the roof cap. A balcony of sculpted ice hugs one side of the tower, 75 feet above the tower base.
Let's check it out.
Is the tower itself made of ice as well, or is it made of stone? Or
It is made of ice.
okay,
Is there any warning around it?
is there dwarven writing on it somewhere?
No.
Okay.
So there is a door here, and you can actually see the balcony over here in this direction. It's like really high above you. What do you guys want to do?
I want to go check out the creepy tower inside the flying castle.
Okay.
I have a
Just
bad
follow-
feeling
just follow
about
the
this,
path.
but
Oh, is the door unlocked? I'm sorry.
Actually, the door is not unlocked.
So it's locked.
It does appear to be locked. It will not open.
do you want me to unlock it?
Oh, yeah, do that.
I'll expend a spell to unlock it then.
Does you have a lockpick skill?
So
Nope.
you're casting Knocked, correct?
Correct.
So you cast Knocked on the door, and now the handle to the door moves. But when
Ooh.
Flick tries to open it, it's stuck on something. Like the door is actually jammed and will not swing inward.
I'll give it a shove.
You give it a shove. Give me a strength check. You kind of like what? How? Tell me how you do this. Tell me how you do this.
I kind of like lean into it with my shoulder, not like not like a slam, but more like how you're trying to move furniture,
Mm-hmm.
and it's heavy, but you're trying to put your force into it, but not necessarily all of your force at the same time.
Right.
Trying to do it like that.
Yeah, it is not budging. It's not budging at all. There's no creaking. There's nothing. It is just like not moving.
All right. I'll take a look at the seams of the door. Are
Okay.
they iced over?
They are in fact not iced over.
Shall we use Flick as a battering ram?
Oh, don't want to raise too much attention. Are there any seams?
There are seams in the door. Yeah.
How big?
Oh, you mean like to like cracks in the door to kind of peer through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the door is wooden, but the slits are not something that you could just like look through. They're very close together.
Hmm.
I mean, if you tried, you would just see darkness, really.
Because I don't have dark vision. Does anybody with dark vision want to look in?
I can look.
Well, it's probably not that it's dark inside. It's probably that it's just so close together that you can't, look through it.
Okay. Does anyone want to help me try to get this thing open?
Yeah, I'll help.
Like a team?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So do you want another strength check?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you want us to roll 2 or?
Well, you're assisting Flick, right? So that gives him advantage, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you hit the door again, right? Are you doing the same thing except now they're like just like
now everybody's helping.
Yeah,
we're all pushing. At the same time.
yeah. It does start to give a little bit, and you hear something on the other side of the door, like something cracking. But no dice. It doesn't open.
You said that there was a balcony?
There is a balcony about 75 feet up the crumbling tower over in this direction here.
Why don't we just like melt the door with like Crystal's flame blades?
Like set it on fire?
But will it work?
Only one way to find out.
Wait a minute. What if I jump into my Sabretooth form and like headbutt the door?
Yeah, if you want to shapeshift and you can use your shapeshift form strength, roll, sure.
Sure.
Okay. And I'll help with that shapeshift if there's enough room.
All right, yeah. So you shall have advantage since you're assisting her.
She rolls a 1 and suddenly
Okay.
she gets like a broken neck.
Oh my god, that would be horrible. Woo!
Wow.
Look at that. All right, so explain how this looks, Crystal. Like, how are you? Like, are you actually like headbutting it?
Yeah, so I go. I charge past the crew, and I kind of like go to the side of Flick and just straight headbutt the door. As hard as I can to get it open.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so the door does actually kind of open. It like you hear a loud crack, and like the door where it was meant to swing open opens a little bit of a way where you can actually see on the other side of the door is nothing but ice. But there's no room for the door to open anymore without hitting the ice.
Can we fit through?
No, there's literally nothing but ice on the other side of the door, and it like if you look up through the door opening, it looks like there's ice above the door as well.
Well,
So
it's ice, right? The hell.
So we came down through a little passage, and we came out to an opening.
You
like,
went up a passage. There's like a crack through the ice, and there's like a pathway. And then right about here, the roof of this pathway like opened up into the sky. And the rest of the way up here, the walls on either side of you get shorter and shorter, like you've been climbing up. And then like you're at the top now, and you can actually see this top. There's like a mound here that you're standing on. The tower is shooting up in the sky. The area around this, you can't see it right now, but it's like kind of level around you. It's hard to illustrate. But
So
and then over here, there's a balcony 75 feet up in the air.
So can we walk around it? I'm trying to get the shape of it in my head. Okay.
Yeah, but like actually like moving your token around it might be problematic.
No, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Let's just theater of the mind it. Like, can I just take a stroll around this tower, see if there's any other opening, anything that
I might
sticks
actually
out?
be able to do something here for you guys.
All right.
Let me try something for you. How do I draw this? Draw shape.
You draw it phallically?
Oops. Yeah. I don't know. Meowthy, have you used Roll20?
If you're trying to do a circle, or what are you trying to do?
Draw some dynamic lighting lines.
You have to switch the lighting level and then use the the polygon line
Okay.
instead of the freehand. If you use the polygon line and then you click each one and right click ends your clicking. So you basically grid out what you want and then
I
right
see.
click to end that grid.
I see. Is there any? Does the color of the lines matter?
It's easier if you use like a green, something that you can see that will pop up for you, because if you delete it later or if you need to move it.
Okay.
But I mean, you could use whatever you want as long as you know that you can do it, and you have to complete whatever circle if you don't want to see outside of it.
All right. I think this will be good. I'm gonna test with Ophala here. Yeah. All right. So you guys can come around the base now. I'll put you guys out here so you guys can see. There, you guys can walk around the whole thing now. Just kind of stay close to. Oops, Crystal. Don't go inside the tower.
It was a sincere accident. I wasn't pulling
okay.
no follow.
It's all right.
Wow. Mine was an accident.
No other access
Was
up,
it?
no other protrusions.
Nope, it's just the balcony really high up.
Put my hands on the ice. Is it like slushy or is it hard?
It's hard. I think I think it's pretty clear that the castle probably has some kind of magic keeping all the ice from melting. Because like earlier, when you guys were in Parnas, like it was cold, but it wasn't freezing. So really, the whole tower should have been melting at that point, but it wasn't.
Nah, that's not gonna work. Okay.
Couldn't we use Crystal's flame blade to just like melt our way in?
You try it.
Yeah, we can try it. I mean, it's not like. Well, is that a waste of a spell or no?
She does have to spend a spell slot to get her flame blade out. Yeah.
We've already lost one shapeshift turn from Crystal.
I mean, we are probably going to sleep tonight, being in the whole vampire situation. So, I mean,
Just out of curiosity, I'm trying to figure out how much each of you weighs. Would that be on your character sheet at all? I don't think so, right?
Yes.
If we like wrote it in.
I don't know if you guys did though.
I did. Character sheet under bio. Oh, I
don't see it on Flick.
It'd be on the top right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm gonna have to eyeball it for those of you that I don't know. Anyway, all right, continue. That's for later.
Oh, I think I've just twigged. You said about the cracking ice inside. I think I've just twigged onto that.
Okay. Alright.
So, what are we doing? Are we just going to leave, or are we going to...
Do we want to try to get in, or what, guys?
How about we come back to this?
You want to come back to this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm a little worried. We already have we could spend all day trying to get in here, but we've got a job to do.
Yep. All right. I'm just going. Let's see. Since you said.
By the way, guys, don't always feel like you need a prompt for me to continue on whatever. I feel like a lot of times there's like a lot of dead air because you guys are waiting for me to say something or something along those lines.
All right.
I think it's because we don't want to step on each other's toes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have successfully navigated out of the tiny tunnel.
Okay.
Looking up to the parapets there, I mean, can I see to where the walkway is? Like what would you call that? The castle wall?
The castle, yeah, it's the castle wall's over here. The stairs going up there. Mm-hmm.
Is it open to my side? I can see up there and see if there's anybody walking around.
Oh yeah. It's the like higher wall is on the outer part of it. You don't see anyone walking around up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And one last stupid question. When we were downstairs in the courtyard, we
Mhm.
saw open sky.
You saw open sky for like half of the courtyard, and the other half was eclipsed by this. Yeah.
By this top. Okay, got it.
And there
Thank
were
you.
like giant ellipses of ice holding up this part of the courtyard. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I wrote this door. Is it unlocked? And what do I hear from it?
Let's find out. It is unlocked. As you approach the tower, you see an ogre on the rooftop. And let's see. You hear shuffling inside. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why they didn't set this up. It's irritating. But it's hard to tell what you're hearing. I don't know if you would recognize the noise, but there is something there.
Do you want to go in?
Is it a pterodactyl?
It's probably not a pterodactyl.
All right, I'm going in.
All right.
Oh, it's this again.
So you see. So as you open the door, you hear a chiming sound on the other side of the door when it opens. And if you look around the corner at the other side of the door, you see like a silver chime attached to it. There's a staircase that hugs the interior wall of this chamber, leading up to some kind of a landing with a door. The room itself contains sturdy wood-carved furnishings of giant proportions, including a table surrounded by 4 chairs. The walls are sculpted with ice murals depicting an army of hill, frost, fire, stone, and cloud giants. There's 4 ogres here on this lower level. They wear fancy plumed helmets, and they're just kind of going about minding their own business until they hear the chimes, and all 4 of them turn their attention to you.
And they say, "Welcome to Moe's."
No, they do not say welcome to Moe's. In fact, they don't look particularly friendly.
Hello.
This ogre
Yes.
over here, if you could actually see my...
Do they understand us?
That's actually a legitimate question. Yeah, so this ogre over here turns his attention towards Flick when he says hello and says, "What you want?"
Just doing the usual inspections. It seems that you have your uniforms on properly today. Good job.
He looks at you confused and says, "Inspection? What inspection?"
Inspector Gadget.
It's a new thing that
As Flick flips through his
Captain-
notes.
yes. Hold on, going through the note. It's a new thing that Captain Olafstan wanted to implement before we left the Parnast.
Who
Parnas.
Captain Ofuckstan?
Captain he was the captain in the town that we just left. He wanted to implement some new rules so we
The
can
ogre
run
slams
better.
his fist down on the table and says, "Captain Ofuckstan, not Captain here."
Well, I know, which is why we didn't decide to be as tough as we could be, because he's down there and we're up here.
He's looks just really confused and bewildered and says, "You use big words, no big words."
That's kind of shocking.
Okay. We're in the sky, he is in ground, we are better.
He nods, he nods very sagely, yes, yes, we are better.
So you do good job with costume uniform thing.
Hold on. So he's kind of looking around at his companions and looking at you and says, "What you here for again?"
Inspections.
Yeah. Check your uniform.
He looks at you bewildered and says, "These uniforms from Blegothkus, not for you to inspect, for Blegothkus to inspect."
I'm sorry, what was that? Blagoskis?
Yep, something like that. So,
Well, the cult believes that everyone should work together.
and all four ogres start laughing.
Anytime you guys want to jump in, not have the paladin try to figure this out.
All right, so we're just kind of here to inspect. You know, we kind of did the thing. We're sorry to interrupt. Sorry if we ruffled some feathers.
We hope you have nice day.
You guys look very handsome, by the way.
The ogre looks up the stairs at the door leading up, and then looks back at you, and looks back up at the door, and then looks at you and kind of narrows his eyes and says, hold on. What is this guy's name?
Periwinkle.
No, his
name's Francis.
No, his name is Olakis. Olakis thinks you should talk to Blagothkus.
The what?
We'll get right on that once we finish inspecting.
He looks at you, Ophala, and says, Blagothkus, no, you inspect?
Maybe.
Rezimir wanted this to be a surprise. Surprise!
The ogre widens his eyes, and he turns back to this ogre behind him and says, "You go get Blagothkus. He sort this out." And the ogre starts moving over to the stairs and starts making his way up the stairs to the higher level.
Okay, guys, do we want to murder hobo our way out of this, or do we want to try to talk our way out of this?
I turn to the other. Try that again. I turn to the other workers and say, "So how are you all doing? Are you getting paid fairly?"
This ogre looks at you, Ophala, and says, "Yes, pay fair." And then he taps on his really fancy plumed helmet and says, "This is what we get for guarding. This is very pretty helmet."
I take out 50 gold pieces and say, "Wow, how would a little race sound to you?"
His eyes go wide and he says, "But what for?"
Well, I'm just going to put it on. You said there's a desk in here, just out of curiosity.
There's a giant-sized table. It's about 9 feet high.
I'm just going to throw this onto the desk over there for you guys. You guys can divide it amongst yourselves, but this is just for you three.
It's in the middle of the room. It's not actually illustrated, but they're kind of sitting around it. So
I'll let you guys count it, but it's just for you three.
It's okay. So their eyes go wide as you throw the bag of coins, and the gold coins kind of spill out onto a table, and then this ogre says, "No, it mine," and then this ogre says, "No, it mine," and they're all kind of clamoring for the gold. And then
I whisper to the others, "Now's our time to get out."
And then this ogre starts coming down the stairs and says, "Hey, what that gold? Where mine?" And comes down the stairs, and then he's looking at the gold and looking at you guys, and then he can't make up his mind and then he thinks better of it, and he says to the four of you, Blagothkus sends for you upstairs. And he comes over here and joins the fray, trying to get all the gold coins that he can.
we could sneak out though.
Yeah, except the guy's on the. No, they're probably talking about the guy on the roof, right?
The roof where they can look down into the courtyard.
Yeah. Where's Meowthy? I don't see him.
Outside. Posting up outside by the door, like I said I would.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pop outside.
Keeping watch.
Apparently the leader of the ogres wishes to speak with us.
So we running now or in a couple of seconds?
I don't know. I want to see where this goes.
Let's see where this goes. If it gets hostile.
Okay.
All right. Well, there goes my 50 gold that was using as a distraction.
Oh, well, maybe if somebody hints that the winner gets to keep all of it. It'll turn deadly down here or something. I don't know.
I don't know if
So
we want to be
we were-
involved with that.
Talking about alignment shifts, I think. Or
I did not kill them. I just threw money at them.
oh, not you
Sounds
this
like a
time, O'Falla.
shitter.
Not you.
All right, so I guess we go upstairs.
Yep, upstairs.
All right, so you guys are going upstairs. Doo-doo.
Hey, we ran into some ogres downstairs. Were they wearing were they? These are all like the same group, right?
What do you mean? No, you guys haven't gone upstairs yet.
No, when we were down in the barracks, we went out to another tower.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to pocket the winch.
There were other, there were ogres down there. I don't know if I don't know if they would be the same group or not, but yeah.
And the people in the barracks, the cultists of all different races, they talked about the giants as if the giants were a different group too.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys are going upstairs.
Yeah,
Yep.
it looks like it.
All right. So, as you go through the door to the upper level, and you walk through, the walls of this room are sculpted with icy murals depicting cloud giants riding giant birds. An enormous bed with a headboard of ice sculpted to resemble clouds dominates the room. Bear furs are heaped upon the bed, and 2 large wooden chests rest at the bed's foot. A blue-skinned giant sits on the floor with his legs crossed, while 2 ogres comb his snowy white hair. The giant's hulking morning star leans against the bed within arm's reach.
Would you like some plats?
Some what?
When you braid someone's hair, you give them plats.
Are you offering to braid the giant?
I was
Giant
joking,
hair?
but yes.
Is this going to turn into like a giant pedicure or something?
So he regards you as you enter the room. And are you actually having this conversation, or is this out of character?
This is out of character.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless that's something he would be interested in.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta commit to it, O'Falla.
Because O'Falla has so many fashion tips.
How do you know I don't?
True.
I was an actor. I have a disguise.
Yeah, she probably would know all this stuff. Braid his hair.
She did have the disguise kits and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we will.
Look at me defending O'Falla.
I know. Are you feeling
What would it
okay?
be? Party eye for the giant guy or something? I'm not sure how to make a joke out of this one.
Pretty fly for a giant guy.
Okay, so there's a giant.
There is a giant here, and he regards you as you enter the door. And I guess you guys have just been sitting here like in total stunned silence or something, because you guys have been sitting here for a while.
Yeah.
And he says in very proper common, "Hello there. Can I help you with something?"
How can we
Oh,
help
that-
you?
Hello, how are you? You have very nice hair.
He kind of rolls his eyes at that statement and says, "My ogres tell me that Rezmir sent you."
Yes, we're to do inspections to make sure that the troops are ready.
He regards you in silence for a moment and says, "Need I remind Rezmir again that this is my castle and not hers?"
Well, she's of the opinion that Tiamat kind of rules everything, so
He looks
No.
so he looks at the ogre behind him over here on this side and says, "See, what did I tell you? I told you this was going to happen." And the ogre says, "Yes, you always right."
what? We're just temp help, man.
I take a deep sigh and say, well, we'll level with you since you seem so intelligent. We think Razmir doesn't think you're competent. And, you
You
know,
weren't supposed to tell him that.
And, he's got us doing these inspections, but we respect you too much to hide this from you.
Resimir's still a girl, dude.
Yes.
Oh, I always forget Resimir's a girl. I always think that's a boy. It's a boy's name.
It's a female draconic name.
What about Resmira? Can we just call her Resmira?
Hey, when Flick and Ophala say that about Resmir, does he look pissed?
His brows furrowed a little bit. He's regarding this, what Ophala is saying, and says, it seems like I have to have yet another word with Resmir again.
Oh, well, we tried talking to her the other day, and she just locked the door on us. She doesn't really like talking to people. It's very rude, don't you think?
She has bad communication skills for someone of her position.
He raises his eyebrows at the four of you and says, "Is that how you speak of all your leaders?"
Oh, only the ones we don't like.
Yeah.
We wouldn't speak to you like this. We respect you.
We like her. We're just,
He shakes his head and says, "What is going on here?"
Do you guys want to see me dance? I could dance.
He throws his arms up in the air and he says, "What is happening? Who are you people?"
We're infiltrating the castle to kill Resmir.
Well,
if you're going to summarize it like that...
that just sounds harsh. Ouch.
You'd get back your castle.
I cannot with this group.
Do you guys want some food?
Listen.
Or...
Look, I gotta look up the name again. Blagothus. Blagothus? I can't even say that.
Blagothus.
Blagothus. You called this your castle?
He nods and says, "Yes, it is mine."
How is it that Resmir came to be on it?
How did he take control?
She. Why do you keep on getting her gender wrong?
We assumed her gender, okay? Maybe it's a boy. Ask her.
I'm imagining you guys are saying this like in character, and it's like the most amusing thing to me ever.
I am in character. I'm doing all of this in character.
How did she come in control of it?
Thank you.
So he looks at you and says, "Well, she did not come into control of it. Resmir is a guest here, just as you are. This is my castle, and we are entered into a how should you say, mutually beneficial arrangement."
What's so mutually
Does that beneficial stops once Tiamat comes out of the volcano and destroys everybody?
That's when they move in together.
Oh,
he smirks at you, Flick, and kind of like does this number on his nose and says, "You're a sharp one there."
The paladin, sharp. Mm-hmm.
He says, I don't know what's going to occur when that happens, but I agree it probably won't be pretty. But for now, this is a mutually beneficial arrangement.
If you don't mind me asking, and like I'm keeping my head bowed as I say all this, like very contrite.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind me asking, what possible benefit could you get out of this?
He laughs and he says, "Well, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but there's a wee bit of gold at the bottom level of this castle, and I'm getting a small cut of it."
The dragon's gonna share.
He looks at you in all seriousness. And says, "Yes, he will."
Can you trust him?
Yeah, he laughs and says, "It's not a matter of trust, it's a matter of power."
So what are you waiting for then?
He says, "Well, we're transporting it. This isn't the only load of treasure we've taken. This is just a small segment of it."
Oh, you're going to the volcano.
Shit.
That makes sense.
We need to finish
He
this
looks
mess,
at
then.
you and says, "Volcano."
Well, that's where Tiamat's going to come out of.
He looks at you kind of like a bewildered expression, but ignores it and says, "So, I'm not an idiot. You guys aren't with the cult, are you?"
Didn't he just say we were here to kill Resmir?
No, we're here to kill Resmir.
He laughs and says, I mean, you
Though-
can still be in the cult and be trying to kill
Though someone
Rezmir.
in the cult did ask us to do it.
We
That
will
is
do
true.
it.
He leans in closely and suddenly becomes very serious and says, and who might that be?
Some elf lady, Paris, Tila.
Talus.
Talus.
Mm-hmm. He nods and says, interesting. Very interesting. I think we're going to take a break.
As he
Thank
goes
God.
like, all right, how am I going to justify not murdering the shit out of the party now?
No, what's happening during the break? The ogre is going to pour some tea for everybody.
Just make your junior
The
characters,
best tea
guys.
ever, just
more
like
tea.
just like Talus's tea. Yeah.
The best adventure ever.
That's the next group we should make. Instead of trying to save the world, we will find different teas in all the realms.
A tea quest. I love
A
it.
tea
A tea quest, and then you can open a tea store in Waterdeep. It's gonna be a boutique tea store. It'll be world renowned tea peddlers, so to speak.
That's what explain why my
So,
family.
so what would the teaser for that campaign be?
A tea.
Oh
sir?
Jesus! Fuck.
It would be you haven't been teabagged yet.
Yeah.
Eh,
That wasn't no.
You don't like that?
No, that wasn't very clever.
That
was
No,
terrible.
That was
Terrible.
terrible.
Terrible. Yes.
quick, someone say Tiamat.
Hey.
So far, he seems pretty passive towards you guys. He's doesn't seem upset. I think you guys did just admit to wanting to kill Rezmir.
Yes.
Yep.
Under Talus's orders.
Under Talus's orders. Right, so Blagothkus is quiet for a minute, and he says, well, if you're going to, and it looks like he has like a bad taste in his mouth, and he thinks, he says, dispose of Rezmir. Could you at least wait until we get to our destination?
I mean,
If you can help us lure him to a secluded area. If you can help us.
her.
Yes,
Why do you keep doing this?
Because
If
this
you could
whole
help
time
her-
he's thought that it was a him, and
If you can help
I
us
feel him there.
lure her to a secluded spot.
I don't-
he puts up his hands and says, "This is not my fight, friend."
You don't have to fight, just lure them.
So
But you'll stay out of. You won't stop us.
Shrugs and says, "Well, it would be messy if the cultist leader ended up dead in my castle. This isn't something that I would be looking forward to. But you do whatever you feel is best. But I will not help you. No."
Fair. I'm good. Let's go out. Thanks for the talk. You guys are lovely.
I thought giants like to smash.
The giant puts up his hand and says, "A moment. Do you guys stop or do you guys keep going?"
I stop.
I stop.
He's been
It
very
says-
polite so far.
It says, "Are you with the cult? Are you with this Talus? Or who do you work for?"
I follow the guiding light of Bahamut, which is pretty much I'm supposed to stop Tiamat
He
any way I
laughs.
can.
He laughs and he says, "Yes, I'm well aware of Bahamut." He kind of smiles and and like says, this is deliciously ironic. I love it."
Dragons fighting each other? Yeah, I know. If only we could get along. I mean, without murdering each other.
He thinks. He thinks for a moment and says, And he just like leaves it at that.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just
Leave
the
him
idea of dragons fighting amongst themselves is it's intriguing.
I turn to him and say, You've
Well-
been quite helpful. Is there anything we can do for you?
Yes, don't murder Rezmir in my castle.
I let out a little
I
chuckle.
just want to get this straight because I don't want to step on any toes here. So, will you kill us if we murder Resmir in your castle?
He looks at you with like a surprised look on his face and says, "Kill you? Why would I want to kill you?"
Just checking, just saving face.
Because giants smash. I mean,
He,
giants are pretty much.
his face actually goes red, which is actually really impressive considering his skin is blue.
Yes.
And he says, "Racist."
Well, I mean, one of us can't even get the gender right of our prey.
And the other can't seem to get the the stereotypes right.
And besides, you have a really badass hammer.
Why don't we leave this nice giant man alone and live and let live? Except maybe not Resmir, but that's our own business.
Let's go, I think, before he changes his mind.
Okay, well, try not to tell the cultists that we're here if you can, and have a very pleasant day.
He shrugs and says, "You as well."
Have a blessed day, sir.
Yeah, I think he mutters that under his breath. He's like, "The fuck?"
I give a little curtsy to him.
Oh my god. All right, so as you guys are exiting and you're making your way back downstairs, you see the ogres. They're like in a fist fight at this point over the coins. They're like trying to grab the coins from each other. And like, what, you guys just like walk past?
I throw in another 10 gold.
Yes!
Oh my god. All right. Beautiful. And they scramble for those 10 gold as well.
Before we leave, can I be the last one down?
Sure.
I just like to turn to him and say, if we did kill the cultists, you would keep all the treasure here that you have at the moment, instead of taking a percentage of the entire hoard.
He smiles and says, "There's more to life than treasure, friend."
And what more is there? What more would you like?
Are the others here, or is it just you?
I was hoping that they all stuck downstairs, but if I can't be quiet enough.
No, I'm outside. I already left the building. Fuck this noise. I'm out.
I'm busy,
Okay,
throwing coins.
so it's just Meowthy, I'm assuming, in the room, and he smirks and he says, "A bunch of dead dragons."
Does it matter what kind?
Shrugs and says, "A dead dragon is a good dragon."
We can help you cut the amount of dragons of the world in half.
He thinks about this and says, "I may take you up on that offer one day, but not yet."
I bow my head and make my way out.
All right. So that was an interesting encounter.
I thought we were gonna get smashed, and not in the sexy way.
I like that guy.
Can we throw more coins at them? That was a lot of fun.
That's so messed up.
The
You know what
rest
it
of the
reminded me
encounters that's just periodically throwing more coins into the pile.
You know what that reminded me of? The fucking seagulls and Finding Nemo when they go in mine.
Yes.
Mine?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, in my defense, it worked more or less how I wanted it to.
Do we know much about, like, in the world, would our characters know much about giants?
Do a history check.
Can we all do a history check? Or?
Yeah, you may all do a history check if you're trying to discuss this amongst yourselves and figure out.
Sure.
Nope.
Sorry.
Damn. All right, so Flick, you think that so first of all, I want to make sure crystal clear. What was the original question, Fusion?
Well, I was just curious if we knew much about giants, but the follow-up question I was going to ask for that would be, like, the more specific question. Is there some sort of conflict between the giants and the dragons we don't know about?
Yeah, so according to Flick, giants and dragons. So giants were born out of dragons, and like dragons are the giants' parental
Oh my
figures.
God.
Are you sure they
And-
weren't the kidney stones?
Yes. And yeah, all that jazz. No. Yeah, no. Crystal, you do know from your knowledge of history that eons ago, a very, very long time ago, and this has probably actually been forgotten completely forgotten by the younger races and their lore, but passed down in your elvish lore. You know that the giants and dragons were once in a very gruesome war with each other.
So I was kind of thinking back to some books I read, guys, and I think this all stems back from a whole war between the giants. They don't really like each other.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out.
No,
bit.
that doesn't sound right.
No.
Hello?
Yeah. We can hear you now. We can hear you now. You're just cutting out a little bit. Mm-hmm.
I was so from all my history books I've read, I remember there being a lot saying about the ancient battles between the dragons and the giants. And there's really not a lot of love between the guys, so...
That doesn't sound right.
Flick thinks it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's you're lucky you lived.
Well, if what your books say...
Your fancy books
is the history, then why are they helping each other?
That's a good question.
I can't answer that. I am not them.
We went
So much for your fancy boats.
but
Mutual benefits.
What would the mutual benefit be?
a
Treasure.
shit ton of treasure.
Money talks. Only money can end a long feud.
I don't think it works like that. Usually one ends dead.
I mean, that too, but sometimes money it's fuck it. You just pay your way out.
Maybe it costs a lot to keep a giant castle afloat.
True.
How does this thing float?
It's his castle.
Maybe that's something we should have asked.
Maybe that's something we should have gotten involved with upstairs. But
you can always turn around and talk to him again, right?
Can I? Well, I don't want to piss him off, which we would do by killing. Unless she started it.
But try to get her pissed off at the giants?
Convince her that the giants are planning on stealing the treasure.
Yeah, but why would she believe us?
Yeah, she didn't seem to believe us about room service. I don't think she's going to believe this.
The room service was just the best thing ever. That was hilarious.
Let's not convince her. Let's convince the guards.
Maybe we can find another leader or something here? Who knows?
Wait a second. Okay. I have an idea.
Okay.
Yes.
Not a very good one.
None
All
of ours
right,
are.
so where's that hole to the dragon's lair?
It's in Alphala's
It was the stairs that you guys went up.
Excuse me?
No, you said that there was a shaft of sunlight coming down from onto the dragon's hoard, right?
Yeah, I did say that, yes.
Yeah, that's south of here, south of that little tunnel.
Okay, so I want to find that hole that would lead to the dragon's lair.
It's right here.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, maybe. I mean, you could enter the tunnel and see, but you do recall that when you were inside that giant cavern, you were looking straight up into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably not it, because there's
that's why I was trying
there.
to go north to see if I could find it.
Yeah.
My bad, guys. I'm just a dwarf.
You guys could walk around the courtyard and see if you see any holes in the floor.
That's what I'm doing.
Do you guys want to go upstairs?
We are upstairs.
No, the staircase.
That's just that blue line around the castle, isn't it?
The blue line around the castle is the outer wall.
Yeah, that's where that staircase goes, right?
Yep.
Okay.
What about
the walls are about 30 feet high, by the way. So wandering around the courtyard, you do not see any holes in the ground.
Okay, this door, is it unlocked, and or what? Do I hear any sounds from it?
You do hear sounds. Let me tell you what you hear.
Are they having sex?
Oh
Not just
my
like
God.
that, yes.
It was a sloppy pounding sounds.
Crystal, leave the
No,
gold
but you do. Oh, my battery's. No, you do hear snoring, really loud, obnoxious snoring, and you hear creatures milling about, but they sound pretty large.
I don't feel like going in there. All right. Oh, there's another slot here.
There is another slot there. Let me tell you a little bit about that. So when you stand far enough away from the path, you actually see a tower of pale blue ice that's the color of the sky on a winter day. Its few windows shimmer like mirrored glass or crystal. And that path leads up to that tower.
Want to go check it out?
Yes.
Wait, is it the same tower?
It is a different tower.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it next to the other tower?
It is kind of adjacent to it, a little bit ways off, and a little bit like different level on this mound. But yeah, it's in close proximity to the other tower.
Like
I'm
throw
going
a
in.
rope across and
No, it's like
Oh.
no, it's how many feet would that be? It's like 30 feet away. So probably not.
I got 50 feet of rope.
that'd be quite a throw. But yeah,
got
the tower itself is about 90 feet high or so. Let's see. Everyone make a perception check.
Perception.
By the way, has anybody noticed that Roll20 is actually like behaving this time around?
It
Why would you
is,
say that?
right? No, it is though.
Whoop,
I think
whoop,
it listened to
whoop.
us bitching last time.
I wonder. Like, it's suddenly working like really well. I don't know what happened. It's weird. I'm still ditching it for the next module. But you know, it's nice that it's working this little bit. You know. Wow, look at that perception.
No, my just read carefully. I rolled persuasion by accident.
Oh yeah, you
persuaded
did.
it to reveal
You
itself.
persuaded it. Yes. Still, it's a pretty good roll.
Please reveal yourself.
You want to show me what you have?
So at the top of the tower, it's like a flat roof tower, and you do see two ogres on the top of it, Meowthy. You also see a rope that's been like tossed down off the top of the tower. Let's see here.
Does the rope look better than mine?
You have rope envy?
It's very high quality, yes.
Did you say rope envy?
Yes.
Rope envy. Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
god.
I'm done.
There is a door at the base of the tower. There is an iron lock fitted on the exterior of this door.
Okay.
Are you guys wanting me to?
Why don't we just
Yes.
climb up?
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Well, there's a rope right there, right? I mean, Meowthy's, he sees a rope and he's just like, oh my god, it's rope.
Hey guys, there's a rope hanging from the tower.
Are we going to climb it then, or do you want me to unlock it?
You want to unlock the rope?
No.
Well, that's...
Do you want me to unlock the door, or do you want to climb the rope?
Oh!
God
Why don't we
damn
just
it,
climb-
Blake.
Let's
Can we
climb-
play firefighter?
So are you guys going to try to open the door, or are you guys going to try to rappel up the rope?
I think we should try to open the door first.
This is all right. So just so I get this clear, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time visualizing.
That's
Is this
fine.
like the tallest tower? Is this like the main tower?
No, the other tower's base is at a higher elevation, and that other tower is 100 feet high. But like sections of its walls like kind of crumbling off and stuff. So it's in like shoddy disrepair. This one is shorter, and appears to be much better maintained.
Okay.
This tower is also like thinner than the other one. The other tower has a wider circumference, a wider radius. What?
Nothing.
What? I mean, I can go on and on about how this is a thicker shaft than the other one, and how
Before you do that, just turn around and say, look, why don't we just climb up instead of wasting another?
Yes, I think
What, don't you want
most
to hear
of
a
us should
knock-knock
climb
joke?
the rope.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just try to climb up there, see what's in there before we start wasting spells. Drawing attention. We don't know if they can actually hear the spells.
Where did they go? Can I have to refresh my thing? Can you move me, Dagan?
yes.
Crystal's just
Sorry.
lost.
Sure.
No, Rope Tony was of course I had an issue after that was said, so you know.
I start climbing the tower with the rope.
Okay. So, as you're making your way up, you see an ogre head pop out over the side from high above, and he's watching you ascend. But he's not saying anything.
Okay. I'll keep going.
Okay. As you get closer, I would say when you're about maybe 50 feet away from the top, he calls down, "What you doing?"
Calisthenics!
he looks down.
I think a word with that many syllables
He
makes
looks-
his brain shut down.
He looks down at you and says, "No cow fuckets."
No cow fuckets. So cows can't fuck here.
Dwarf needs to be strong. And I start like pulling myself up and down the side of the tower, just
He says, whatever, and like pops back into the
continue
tower.
my ascent.
All right. So you get to the top. What are the rest of you doing?
After that exchange, and then when I see that he can get to the top, I'll follow him.
Yeah, I'll follow up as well.
Okay. So there are. Let me drag you over here, Meowthy. You're on the roof of the tower, and there are two ogres here, and they're both regarding you, just like looking at you expectantly.
Would you believe that in the tower over there are 60 gold coins that the 4 others don't want to share with you?
They look at each other and they shake their head and say, "No, we know better. We know go over there."
Good, you passed the test.
I point downstairs and say, "Why lock?"
They shrug and say, "Blagothkus say nobody go in there. That for Blagothkus only."
Oh, there's no. This is unattached.
Hmm?
Wait, what? So is this the top of the tower we just climbed up?
This is the top of the tower, and as
All right.
far as you can tell, there's no doors or trap doors or anything that lead to the lower portion of the tower.
I guess I should assume that by the rope.
You was too caught up in rope envy.
Okay, so now what?
Okay, bye. I start climbing down.
They look at each other and they go, "Bye bye." They're waving.
I throw 20 gold on the ground.
They
as I
scramble
leave.
for it.
Did you climb up?
Did you climb up, Ophala?
I did. I said I'll join them.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. So they're scrambling for the gold.
I am climbing up as well.
I will
Unfortunately-
actually. You know what, Ophala? Can you take inspiration because you are truly playing to your chaotic nature.
They're distracted now. Is there a... Could we... I don't know. Is there like a... Can we go around this tower?
No, actually, there's not a pathway around the tower like there was the other one. The wall of ice would kind of... Like, you could try to get onto the mound if you want, but it's like really slippery. I'd have to have you do like an athletics check or something. TBH, with the slope and everything, you'd probably just slide down.
Whee! Okay, well, they're distracted. But the spell's really loud. Okay,
Control
I
tower.
have an idea.
Just out of curiosity, do any of you have lockpicks?
No.
Okay.
No, none of us are rogue types.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to be a rogue type to have it. Like, I don't
No,
know.
but-
I was just curious if anyone had purchased it earlier, but
Could you, like, kick the door in? Oh, no, that'd make a lot of noise.
So would bashing the lock with a hammer.
Yeah.
If somebody hadn't mentioned the extra effective knock, I could open this.
I'm sorry.
no,
wouldn't be
it's
as fun
good
if
to
it was
know. It's good to know.
If you want me to risk it, we can do it. I mean, they are distracted.
Yeah,
So-
but everyone's gonna hear it.
Yeah,
You said it was
300
iron,
feet.
right?
It is iron, yes.
And is it in the tower's ice as well? It's not rock. It's not
That's
stone.
correct. It's ice.
Okay.
Do we see the door hinges at all?
No, the hinges are probably on the inside.
That's not a ritual. That's not a ritual. Can I? No, I don't want to do that.
Wait, didn't somebody have a cone of silence at one point,
Cone of silence.
or something like that?
No one's used it. There was a globe of
Was it-
darkness.
Oh,
We have a zone of truth.
yes.
We have a tiny hope.
We'll compel it to unlock.
Cast the zone of truth and watch the party fall apart as they can't, as they have to tell each other how they really feel now.
Ophala has to admit she loves me.
No.
And then you have to admit it back.
No.
Ophala is pretty open at how she feels about people, so...
All right,
All
Jess,
right.
what are we doing?
Okay, I'm doing it. Lockpicks.
We come back to it. We come back to it after
Yeah.
we solve all this.
Let's come back.
What if I was to heat the metal on it?
Then we'd have hot metal.
But if it's an icy door, would it...
So yeah, the door
Well,
to
it's
the
magical ice,
the door
right?
to the ramshackle tower you guys were at before was wooden. The door to this one is actually made out of the same material as the rest of the castle. Is made out of ice.
So I could technically heat the lock and hopefully melt the door?
You could make an attempt at it.
What do you guys think?
That's an interesting way of getting around it.
By the way,
Does it
guys,
melt?
it's
Does it melt
it's
it or
early.
heat it?
By the way, it's early afternoon at this point.
So we're kind of on a time crunch.
And we never found what keeps the vampire here.
Yeah, the vampire's hidden. It's probably another hidden door somewhere.
It says that it would begin to glow red hot, so it would melt it. So, like, it wouldn't melt the lock, but it would melt the ice around it, theoretically.
Okay. So you want to give it a shot or what?
You know what? Screw it. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to cast heat metal on
On the lock.
the lock.
Okay.
And I guess...
Stay away, Flick. You don't want to get heated.
Hey.
So you're
Wait.
spending your spell slot, Ophala? Yeah. All right. So you do cast heat metal on the lock, and it does glow a red hot that iron gets whenever it's like superheated. But the ice surrounding it doesn't even like start to melt at all. Is probably being saved by the same magic that keeps the rest of the castle from melting.
I mean, if it's,
While it's-
extremely hot, could someone, like, hit it?
Yeah, while it's extremely hot, can I like wrap my hand up in part of the robes and rip it off?
Like we're ready to box.
Like I
You're
wanna
gonna touch the red hot iron with
wrap my hand
wrap your hand
in a
around.
bunch of robes
Okay,
and then pull it real fast.
you could try it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
What robes are you going to use?
Flicks.
What?
Okay, so Flick, are you going to hand your robes over?
Fine, here you go.
Kinky.
Wait,
I
let me
had-
just check and make sure I don't have anything I can wrap my hand in. I just... Oh wait, it's open over here.
If you want an extra rope, you could have mine.
Oh wait, I have... Oh... No, I can't do that.
Time's ticking on this heatedness.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. Take my
Oh,
ropes.
okay, all right. Wait. I take yeah, I take the ropes and just rip as hard as I can.
okay. So you wrap your hand with the robes, and you're trying to grab the lock and pull it off while it's still red hot.
Just fast as fuck. Just-
If it doesn't give right away, do you hold on to it and keep trying, or are you just going to give this one tug?
well,
Are you
How many
how many
tugs are you
tugs are you
gonna
going to give us, Fusion?
usually
Don't
one's
give
enough for me.
3.
If it's 4, is it a party?
Okay, let's
It's
do
an
this.
orgy.
Let's do this. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
Can I help him?
You
Like grabbing-
well,
grabbing
do
him?
you have grabbing him? I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know about that. I don't think so, because how would you be describe how you would be helping?
Well, while he's grabbing it, I would like grab his shoulders and kind of pull him as well.
Go on, give it to him.
Okay,
That's-
all right. This is hilarious. I have this mental image in my head. All right, so you guys are both tugging. All right, so he gets advantage, and he actually got a natural 20. He rolled a 21. So yeah, the lock
Come on.
does give, and it does clang onto the floor. But the robes also burst into flames. Give me a dexterity check to see if you can get them off of
Spontaneous
your
combustion.
get them off of your hands fast enough. Okay, good. All right, you got them off your hands fast enough before you got your hands burned the fuck out of them. Very good. All right, so yeah, the door kind of like swings inwards, just a crack.
All right. Do you want to go first? I mean, this was your idea.
I just like have my hands like up against the side of the tower and go, no, you go ahead.
All right.
Like you just
I go
onto
inside.
the ice. All right, so you enter a completely featureless room. It's cylindrical. It goes up the full about 90 feet high. There's no stairs or ladders to reach the top. And there doesn't seem to be anything of description in the room. It's just another circular, icy room.
Balls.
I'm gonna search.
Yeah, I want to do a perception check if that's possible.
Okay.
Not bad for that. Okay.
Are you giving one too, Ophala? I thought you said you were. There it is. No, you guys don't see anything. Oh, but Crystal, you do see some like footprints on the floor of the tower, giant-sized footprints, and they seem to lead to the middle of the room. And then there's other footprints leading back out towards the door.
Hey guys, there's some giant footprints towards the middle of the room, but I can't quite distinguish the other footprints.
They're also
Leading?
giant.
Oh, they're also giant?
Yeah,
Okay.
mhm.
So, there's a lot of giant activity?
It's a nookie room.
How fucking blind do we have to be to not even see that there's giant footprints in the middle of the room?
Well, it's not like it's not like a footprint in the snow. It's very subtle to pick up on.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk into the middle of the room then and see if anything happens.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you walk to the middle of the room and nothing happens.
Oh, wait, what's the word?
Bird.
No.
Bird is the
oh,
word.
God damn it.
Bird.
No, stop! No.
You talking about Drazier?
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing happens.
All right.
What was the name of that giant that we met?
Blarg.
Blarg.
Blogathgast or something like that.
Blogothgus.
Nothing happens.
I have an idea. We're looking at this from the wrong height. And I'll pick up Meowthy and I'll put him on my shoulders.
Oh my god.
Meowthy does. Meowthy apparently wants to be put down and also does not observe anything of note.
Do you
I
see
just walk.
anything up there?
I walk right up to Flick and say, "Never again."
Consent,
Without
Flick. Consent.
asking first.
Okay. Can I pick you up and you can look up there?
But no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
I pat me off on the head and said, there.
Let's take stock. Empty room, giant footprints, nothing going on in here. There's no way to go up.
Or is there? I'll look up from where the giant footsteps stop. I'll
Mhm.
stand there and look up, directly up.
Yeah, you just see an icy ceiling.
I'll reach up and try to grab for something.
You just very airy in here. It's a draft.
So is there like no second floor like we can see, or is it just straight ceiling?
It's the ceiling. It's about the same height where the ogres were at the top of this. So it probably is truly the top of the tower up there.
Dig under my feet where the standing is.
Like, what do you mean?
Is there anything on the floor there?
Like the floor, like it is completely nondescript. The only thing of note in this area so far is that Crystal was able to just barely discern the tracks of a giant coming in and out of the the tower.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
The whole castle.
And that's going to be a spell slot?
Yeah, I used it.
Yeah. All right. You actually do detect some kind of teleportation magic at work in this room, but it's really difficult to pinpoint. It may even be the entire room.
This is another teleportation room.
Interesting.
So it's a different word.
Yes.
But what if it teleports us out of the ship? I mean, castle.
Oh, we can teleport back.
Hold on.
Is it a two-way teleporter?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what if it's only one way?
I can't determine that. Actually, since it's kind of a teleportation circle, can we check? Well, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'll check the walls. Is there any sort of inscriptions on the walls?
There is nothing. The walls are very smooth ice.
Okay. What about? Do I see any sort of descriptions on like the wall on the outside?
Nope, it is completely nondescript.
Okay. Do I hear the ogres fighting again? Are they still fighting upstairs?
No. Now you do hear some kind of a conversation happening between them. In giant tongue. But it's like normal conversation level discussion.
Okay.
I don't think any of you know giant. I think we already established that.
No.
Yeah.
All right, let's just
Yeah, I
get
think.
out of here.
All right.
I mean, we don't know the word. We're not going to find the word.
Oh, the cultist robe.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave it right there.
Really, at the door? Oh,
Yep.
Good idea.
I love it. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Not bad thinking, Flick.
Surprise. What's Flick's intelligence again?
Are you sure Flick came up with this plan?
I guess the floor tanking did him some good.
Yes.
It knocked him in the right side of the head.
All right, look, it's getting into afternoon. We got to figure out something before night falls.
Yeah, it is mid-afternoon at this point. It's no longer early afternoon. I would say it's probably 3:45, maybe 4 o'clock.
Aha.
So it took Flick a while to think of that plan.
You guys have been wandering around. It's taken you a while to get around and talk to have that conversation with the giant and talk to the just do all this stuff. It's been.
Do you guys want to sleep or try to wait out for the vampire?
Listen, Grandma, let's wait till night before we sleep.
What about this door? We haven't checked this door yet.
It goes to the other side of the Oh no, it doesn't.
Okay, so there is a giant door here. It is locked. It's there's a lock on it, but you can't find the lock mechanism. Like there doesn't seem to be a place to insert a key, but the handle to the door is not turning.
I'll check the area around it to see if there's anything you can push in or something like that. Search it.
Okay.
That would be perception.
Yeah.
Can we join or
Can we perceive?
Yeah, you guys can join if you want.
Roll.
Yeah. As far as you guys can tell, there's no like windows to peer in, no switches, no buttons to press, nothing.
Meowthy, I have an idea.
I'm not going back on your shoulders.
No, different idea.
All right.
Different idea. So we need to get some of the ogres or the giants to think that one of the dragon cults broke into that teleportation room. So we left. But I don't know how we can get them to overhear it without them realizing we want them to overhear us.
Flick, I'm gonna give this to you. I'm assuming you're still holding concentration on your detect magic spell. Because it wasn't
Yeah, I
that
can
long
have
ago.
it. I can have it for like a good
10
minute
minutes.
or two.
10 minutes.
Or, yeah, 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, and I think
it's
it has
wild.
still been 10 minutes. You do detect some kind of arcane force coming off of the door.
And that's magical.
It is magical, yes.
So, that's a magical door. Is it the door itself or coming through the door?
From the door.
Open
The
sesame.
door is magic.
Which
So
means it's
it will,
probably trapped.
well, everything's a trap.
Everything in Dungeons and Dragons is a trap.
Listen, I see where you're going with this.
But
I think if we try to tell them that it was a cultist, they're going to be very suspicious of us as we've just arrived and planted the seeds of doubt. I think they need to find the conclusion of their own kind of thing, make their own conclusion on it.
He probably goes in and out of that room or whatever giant. I'm assuming it's Blarg's room, but
Blagothgus.
That's what
I know
on
Blagothgus.
that's what the two on the roof said.
So he'll find it on his own and come to his own conclusions. Maybe this will make it easier for him to forgive us when we go down there and kill Resmir, like we're supposed to be doing.
that works.
We're close to nightfall. As far as I know, this is exactly what the Harpers would want us to do: is to stop this from happening, and it's what you should want to happen too. And I think we've explored enough to know that
What?
this is kind of a big deal. This is kind of a big danger. We're heading straight to dump off this treasure, apparently.
Yep.
And time is of the essence. We do not want to be having this fight when we get to wherever we're going.
Yeah, I don't think the castle should make it to that destination either. Because when we get there, that we're literally we're in their territory now. Then we're really going to be in their territory again.
Without the cultists in the picture, I think it'd be easy to convince or find a way to convince Blagothgus that he shouldn't be helping them anymore.
Okay. So what do? We got to kill a dragon and kill a half dragon and a whole bunch of cultists.
Oh god. Alright, fuck it. Let's go.
Well, here's the thing. The dragon didn't seem to be too interested, so we might be able to do two things separately. However, the cultists and Resmir are probably going to be interlinked, and we don't even know for sure if Resmir is going to be where we found her last.
Well, she's definitely on the castle.
Well, yeah, we know she's on the castle, but we don't know if she's going to be in that room. What we should do, if we're going to go and start killing, we should rest up and wait till morning, and then when we're all refreshed, because some of us have used spells.
How long do you think we have?
Exactly.
It's been 2 days already. How long do you think this trip is?
That's a valid point.
At nightfall, that horrible thing is going to come back.
But we have to take into account also getting back to the barracks.
We just kind of got to take on some challenges.
All right, let's go room service Resmir again and see if she's up for a fist sandwich.
Wait a second. Hey, when we saw that first tower, you said it was ice, decrepit, bad, and we've been everywhere up here. Have we been everywhere downstairs?
Do you want me to check for you?
No, that's fine. I'm asking the group.
Maybe?
There was one other way that I saw.
Okay. Let's check there. But if we've checked every other room, except one, in that big room over there. Oh, crap. Okay.
The room that we haven't checked downstairs was past Resmir in the corner. Not the locked one, it was further back.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Kitchen?
No.
All right, let's go back downstairs then.
All right.
Okay, where are you going downstairs?
We'll go to where Resmir's room is, I guess.
Okay.
Let's check that other room first before we go in Resmir's room.
All right.
Yeah, but we'll be outside it, and it's on the way there. So.
Okay, go back to the stairs, and I'll transfer you guys over. Do.
I hope you're going to share.
Crystal, are you joining them?
Yes, I am. Sorry, my thing just froze.
Ruffles.
Okay.
And here I is, right behind O'Fallow's stinky butt.
They can
At least I
roll
didn't
for
get
me.
into bed of a cult. At least I didn't get into bed of a cult.
Shit, I
I
thought I
was
had on mute. Sorry,
tired.
guys. They're look, they're Canadian.
Oh my god. Yes, remember, if you are eating, mute, please, especially if
Yeah.
it's a bag of chips.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I had
I'm gonna go get some crisps now.
Oh,
I've been really
God.
good at doing it. I'm so
Crisp.
sorry.
What the hell is a crisp?
It's some,
Don't,
it's,
don't
it's-
even stop.
it's some made up British shit.
Oh,
With-
okay.
you know
some
those
weird shit.
those made up British words.
Yeah, they got
Like
a lot.
all.
Like aluminium.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
colonialism.
aluminium. Yeah.
Well,
we,
I'm leaving.
We love you, May. We love you,
You love
May.
You're a treasure.
All right, Flick. I'm gonna hold you there. Let me see here.
Oh, it's kinky.
Oh my. Let's see here.
How does one hold a dragon bone?
Carefully.
Sorry,
Very
someone's
care-
alarm's
very
being set off
carefully and very
outside.
gently. Let's see here. What room is that? The chamber is unlocked.
I'll listen in on it.
You hear the sound of two men having a conversation. Let me see what language it is. They are speaking to each other in Infernal.
Mm-hmm.
I make room for O'Falla.
Stand aside, boys.
Alright, sorry, my roll 20 is being a little slow. Can you drag me again?
Yes. Where are you? Oh, where are you? Oh, you're okay. There you are.
Yeah.
They are. There you go.
So can I listen in? Since
You
I know
can
Infernal?
listen in, and you can hear their conversation. Give me 1 second.
Get
Yay
all
for
the
being a
tea.
demon.
Get all the tea.
You hear some conversation about something about Tiamat and treasure and something about magic and souls. And you also, a name pops out at you. Someone named Zaz Tam.
Zaztown.
Zaz Tam. If you want to, you can do a history check yourself, or the rest of the group can do a history check.
Well, at first
Wow.
I'm gonna whisper it to them and tell them what I've heard.
Literally, none of us know.
Amazing.
My first
Alright.
bad roll.
I might
Ophala,
know.
you do know Ophala. You have heard that name before, and it's usually spoken in very hushed tones. It's not someone that you hear a lot about, but it is someone very famous. It's actually a extremely ancient and extraordinarily powerful lich, who is actually the leader of the Red Wizards of Thay.
I relay that to them.
I wonder if it's that Thay wizard we saw.
What kind of door is it, out of curiosity? Is it a wooden door?
This door is ice.
Can I peer in to see what race they are?
No,
Wait.
all the ice in this entire castle is very cloudy. There's no. Sorry, what was
Did
that?
you see Lich?
I did say lich, yes.
Yeah, Lich and Vespert's a Fae.
Fella, did you... Wait, am I thinking right? Did you tell us it was a Lich?
Yeah, I relayed everything to you.
And summary.
Yeah. Basically, what's it called again? Sorry.
Zaz Tam.
Zaztam is known to be one of the leaders of the Red Wizards of Fae.
And the actual leader of the entire nation of Thay, to be more precise.
Okay, jeez, a technicality. but yeah.
Oh, okay. So there's not a Lich inside the room.
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh. No.
But it is an infernal, so we're either dealing with some kind of demon-y thing or some tea.
Demon-y thing.
We should go in, maybe?
It's
Yes.
not racist.
Yes, we should, yes.
What are you guys gonna do?
Shall we go in?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go in.
After you, Flick.
Gee, thanks. I'll walk in.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So hundreds of horse skulls are nailed to the ceiling and cover it entirely. Thick carpets cover the icy floor, and desks, chairs, and lecterns are everywhere. Some covered with books and scrolls, others with potion vials, bits of meat and fur, and other things. Four hulking gargoyles stand frozen in the room. In the middle of the room, you see two humans with bald heads tattooed, wearing red robes. And they seem to be in the midst of some kind of an argument when they're discussing with each other in Infernal. They both glance over at you as you enter the room. And this... Oh, did I... No, okay. The guy standing over here on the right looks at you, confused. You don't recognize him. This man you do recognize from both the caravan, and you also recognize him as the man that you saw teleport away just moments before you reached the teleporter in the castle. This man looks at you with a confused expression on his face, and this man looks at the four of you knowingly and with a smirk. And they both silence as soon as you enter the room.
No, keep going. That sounded very interesting.
This man looks over at you and like incredulously says, "You know Infernal," he says to you in common.
It was an elective.
His eyes go wide and it says, "A dragonborn scholar? How fascinating. And tell me, where did you study?"
You wouldn't have heard of it. It's very exclusive.
And they laugh and they said, "Aha, sure. Do you know you?" He looks like flabbergasted that you would like try to like elevate yourself above him, and is like, "I'll have you know, I am highly educated," and like goes off on this tirade about how superior he is to you, and
yet. Look at this carpet. It clashes with the rest of the flying ice castle. You can't be that smart if this is the carpet that you'll use for this room.
This man over here laughs and says, "What can we do for you?"
Everybody's so polite here. It's great.
It was an interesting conversation you two were having.
This one over here shakes his head and says, "No, I'm sorry. We're in the middle of something here, and we don't have time for ruffians and thugs and mercenaries," as they look you, the four of you, up and down.
Are you sure? Is there something we can help you with?
And he like laughs in like a haughty manner and says, "I seriously doubt it."
Is this about the teleportation circle on the floor above us?
They both
Why
look.
did Meowthy shoot?
Why did Meowthy what?
Shoot his crossbow.
Oh, no.
Well, you
Not
did
this-
say you're
not this
always
time.
messing with
Not
it
this
and it
time.
goes off on its own.
Oh my god.
That would be the best way to start this fight. Whoops!
We're gonna retcon
Actually-
that, I think.
Actually, I do say that, don't I?
What?
That he fumbles with it.
You do say that usually, I'm messing around with the crossbow and then it goes
No,
off, and that's how
I seriously did misclick that. I was moving my sheet.
Uh-huh.
I was just looking at it confused, like, is there a point in this conversation if he's just going to shoot them?
Pocket sand. Alright.
Sorry, my bad.
Let's see here.
Do we have to roll for initiative now?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. I'm reading
Oh
here.
no.
Oh no.
So tell me, like, did you actually fire the crossbow?
No, I moved my sheet over the side.
Okay, so you didn't fire the crossbow.
Not unless I really have to, because I honestly was just moving my sheet. But
That would be fucking hilarious if this fight starts like that.
To be absolutely fair, I'm going to kill the fuck out of these people if they're on the side with Lich. So, if you want to use my misclick as a reason for action, I completely I understand, because I will be killing them.
Or you could, not.
I mean, why not? Let's start our battle here. Final countdown, boys.
Well, let's see if we can get any more information out of them.
Hold on.
We can get information out of a corpse.
Okay,
Well, the
so
one on the left seems to know us, so maybe we should go talk with him.
I'm sorry. What was the last? I've been reading this whole thing. What was the last thing that you guys said to them? And we're going to pretend you didn't fire the crossbow.
All right.
I was
Unless you tell me otherwise. So.
All right, that's fine. It was a complete accident.
Okay, so follow. What was it you said?
I was asking if there's anything we can do to actually help them.
Oh yeah, and so this guy like very haughtily says, "No, I seriously doubt that." As he's like looking you up and down.
And then I brought up, and then I asked them if they were if this is all about the teleportation circle on the floor
Yes,
above us.
and so they look at each other, and then they look at you, and they say, "Teleportation circle."
Oh yeah, the giant that runs this place, he's got a secret tower that's guarded, and in it is a very bare-looking room, and it seems to have a teleportation circle. It looks like it's probably a two-way one as well, because we saw tracks going in and out of the tower.
So they're
both standing there in silence, and
I turn and say,
I figured such great scholars as yourself would have found that, right?
This one looks up at you, like his like looking down his nose at you, and says, "Well, we don't stick our nose where it doesn't belong." And this one over here says, "That's very helpful information. Thank you very much."
And to think you didn't think we could
I'm
be
getting
helpful.
two different vibes from you.
Well, they are two different people. And then this one says, "If you don't mind, we were in the middle of the conversation."
I mean, I do kind of mind.
It was a conversation about liches, and that kind of concerns us.
This one over here kind of like cranes his neck to look past the group and says, "Is somebody else here?" He doesn't see me.
Okay, now I shoot.
Legitimately.
No. Now I shoot the fuck out of him.
Do it.
No, use that roll. That's fine. I'll use my inspiration if I have to. That roll.
Are you actually going to do it? Because they have there's I say 3/4 cover because you're behind Flick, Crystal, and
I've
Ophala.
been lifted on someone's shoulders today. Been called short by these fucks.
Oh my god.
And they're talking about undead.
Okay. So?
Seriously, within my character.
Well, if you're going to do that, then roll initiative.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Do we all have to roll initiative right now?
Oops.
Yes.
Sorry, you're gonna have to add me back in. Let me roll again.
Yeah. We'll use your first roll.
Yep.
Well, it's the
Well,
same.
Oh, wow.
The same anyway.
Okay.
Wait, I got a 7 too. Is this
yeah.
rigged?
It is not rigged. Although sometimes I have questions about roll 20.
The game has decided, no, fuck you. That is your roll.
All right, guys, and we're going to leave it here
Oh,
because it is 6 o'clock.
That's a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Damn it.
The
Yeah.
cliffhanger on the flying castle.
First, though, let's say goodbye. So, Shipwreck Shark, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook, and all the things at Shipwreck Shark.
All right, and how about you, May?
You can find me on Twitch and on Twitter under the username Messiah.
All right, and Azuba?
I can be found on Xbox and PSN under the name of Zuba, and on Twitch as GokuX Yellow Swag.
My favorite. All right, and how about you, Fusion?
you can find me on any major gaming platform with Fusion 1.
All right, and I am Daganmar, your very how would you describe me? Your asshole DM?
No, that was our last DM.
Your malevolent DM. All right.
I don't know how to do I don't know how to do Azuba's, sadly.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Mei. All right, thank you everyone for joining us. That's going to be it. Thank you so much for joining us for our D&D session this week. If you like what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button, and if you feel so inclined, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know what your favorite part of today's episode was. Don't forget, you can catch us on twitch.tv/Daganmar on Sundays for our live recording sessions. That's going to be it for D&D this week. We'll see you next time.